Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a video on how to at least start your K-pop collection. This video is specifically about collecting photocards, and these are just a few things that I wish someone had told me and helped me through when I was first starting to collect. So first off, I just want to say there are absolutely no rules when collecting photocards or albums or anything K-pop. You do what you want, how you want. These are just a few things that I have come to know while starting and continuing collecting my photocards and albums. So our first category sort of section is who are you going to collect, that sort of thing. So what groups, you may want to start off with more than one, and then what members of that groups, just your bias or the whole group or many biases that you may have, stuff like that. You want to decide so that you know what you need. And then the cards, do you want to collect them all? Do you want just some eras, some cards that you like? I know some of my friends only collect the sort of design of the card they like, they don't like some of the others. And as well, album cards or non-album cards. Since a lot of groups have a lot of non-album cards and then maybe not so many album, or a lot of album and not so many non-album. For example, I collect 80s and Twice, album and non-album, and that's just what I like to do. But for some other groups like Stray Kids, Woojin, I just collect the album cards due to not being able to really afford any of the non-album cards. But that's just my preference, and it depends on what your preference is and stuff like that. And also templates. Are there any templates that you can find, like on Instagram or Twitter or just Google, that have the lists of cards that you may need for that person? I will link a couple in the description as well, and I'll show you some later on in the video, where you can find some checklists and things like that for the people you may want to collect. And that brings us quickly onto the next section, which is how. How are you going to get the cards that you need for the people that you want to get? For example, you can buy them off Depop, eBay, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. They're usually the ones I buy from, they're the ones I trust the most. And as well, group orders and stuff like that you can join. I'll link a couple group order managers in the description too, as well as some nice sellers on eBay and Instagram and Depop as well. Trading or buying. If you buy the albums and then find that you don't pull the person you want, if you're collecting just your biases, then you can always trade to the people that you like, that you want to collect. I'm going to make like a whole separate video about trading and stuff like that, so stay tuned, but I'll leave some videos in the description that have some really good information on trading. As well, and being aware of scammers. Now, scammers are awful. I've been scammed a few times. It's really awful. It makes you feel so vulnerable. So you might want to be aware of that. Make sure you're checking that their account has some reviews, like on Depop or eBay, as well as checking if they've got any proofs of past trades, sales, stuff like that. And then if anything feels off, just don't do it, don't buy it. Just make sure that it feels right to you as well. And make sure you find cards at a good price. Do your research. Don't let people like make you buy it for a really high price when really you could just be getting it a lot cheaper. And the final section of this video is storage. How are you going to store the cards when you get them? I use a folder with individual sleeves in, the 9-pocket sleeves usually. So I can see all my cards and put them all in the member order and stuff like that. But I also have friends who use a book with built-in sleeves. They're the 9-pocket sleeves, but they're built into the book. I'll insert some footage so that you can see it. And then you want to sort of organize your cards however you like. I do it by member I do it by era if it's just the member. So then all of the albums are in order, and I can just flip through and look at them in the order of the album. And then I usually do it for 80s because it's the only group I collect all the members of, by era and by member. So I usually put it in age order in the album order. But with 80s they fill up the whole sheet anyway, so I just do it by era mostly for that one. And then inserts. Are you gonna put inserts in your empty sleeves? I do that with mine. I put the album name and the card sort of outline on the insert so that I know what cards I need and stuff like that. And I also like put a little orange slip when I bought it, so that I don't end up buying the cards that I already have, although I do that all the time. I have so many duplicates because I've traded for one and then I bought it, or pulled it from an album and bought it again because I'm an absolute idiot and I don't check my checklist on my phone. And that brings us on to checklists and stuff like that. I mentioned templates not long ago in the video, and I'll put some on the screen so that you can see what they look like. These are the ones I use, and this is me having checked some off. These ones are by Moonsault on Instagram. She's really good. She has so many groups. I really recommend that you follow her and look at those. And that's pretty much all I have for this video, since it's just a slight sort of beginner's intro to collecting photocards. I really hope that it was helpful and that you could get the information that you need. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments below and I'll answer anything that you have. Also on my Instagram, RosieAT's Trades, I will answer any questions that you need to ask, and I'll just help you guys if you need it. Anyway, happy collecting, and remember, there are no rules. Do what you want with your own photocards. Thank you.